Y'all want to hear about some black and brown unity that does not exist? Well, here you go. Two suspects, per that of KTLA, were arrested in connection with hate crime incidents targeting black victims in San Bernardino County. The suspects were identified as Michael Razzo, 22, of Highland, and Humberto Silva, 24, of Colton, according to the Fontana Police Department. Officers have been working with Fontana Sheriff Station for several months to investigate the incidents. In each case, the pair allegedly targeted homeless victims at bus stops. They would pull up in a blue Chevrolet Silverado truck and shoot at the victims with a paintball gun while screaming racial slurs. In several incidents, the victims were injured, the police said. On August 19th, both suspects were located and arrested for assault with a deadly weapon and a hate crime enhancement. Search warrants were served at their residences where evidence related to the crimes were found. It says, "We believe there may be additional victims, and we ask you to come forward to report these incidents to us," the police said. Anyone who may have been a victim or has additional information is asked to call the Fontana Police Department. Now listen, Fontana was about 15 minutes away from me when I lived in California. Oh, yes, it was. And also, when you hear about California, people don't think it's racist, right? They're like, oh, California, sunshine and palm trees and all that other stuff, right? And then you don't think about anywhere like Fontana, because a lot of people don't even know what Fontana is. But Fontana had a lot of Klan activity. Now, it probably still does. It's probably underground more so, but I'm sure we're going to see it rear its ugly head. But we talking about the Mexicans there in Fontana, California, messing with black people. Now, it ain't even that many black people left in California, but the few black people they can find, they going to find a reason to mess with them. You going to drive around in your Silverado and point a paintball gun rather, out the window and shoot them? Why? Why are you messing with black people who aren't messing with you? So again, back to that black and brown unity that everybody likes to talk about. Does that sound like black and brown unity? The brown people riding around town and trying to harm black people who are homeless. That's already going through things. And yet in their mind, they're like, well, let's compile some more stuff on them. Let's make them really fear for their lives and just shoot at them with paintballs. Now, I ain't never been shot by no paintball, but I'd imagine it hurts, right? Especially if you're not prepared for that. They wasn't in no game. They wasn't running around no maze away from them and they ha he he, oh, you miss me type of thing. But again, Latinos often ask, especially Mexicans in California, well, what about the black people? Well, why y'all wasn't romping and stomping with us during the ICE raids? That's why. Because y'all don't really like us at all. And that's not the first time we've heard about the brown community doing things to black people, especially in California. We heard about, especially in Los Angeles, where the NKs roll around. And if you don't know, NK stands for, the N-word, the leaders. That's what that is. That's a whole Mexican gang running around talking about they the NKs. They out there hunting black people. For what? For what? We've done nothing to you, but yet somehow y'all find a way to be racist and then whine when we don't get out there romping and stomping for you. And then you get mad when you see black creators on the internet talking about good. ICE is going and targeting your community. That's why, because they know the heinous things that you do. So yeah, y'all need to do all the time. Yeah, y'all need to go to California Institute for Men. Y'all need to be all up in there for a whole long time for messing with black people. And of course, they said they're going to think about the hate crime enhancement. Yeah, what you thinking about? They targeting black people. Did they target anybody else? And was they yelling out the windows any other racial slurs to anybody else? It doesn't sound like it. So yeah, hit them with a hate crime enhancement, please and thank you. But yeah, for those of y'all that they like to imagine this black and brown unity, stop doing it, because it doesn't exist. And it's not because we don't want it to exist. Although black Americans, we got our own fish to fry. It's because the brown people don't want it to exist, because they run around aiming paintball guns out the window at black homeless people who have done nothing to deserve it. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe